Hi cuties, it's me again. Crazy Mrs. J is back to teach you Cursive 101 Lesson 2. We're actually going to start with writing letters today. Actually, no, we're only doing strokes. Okay, crazy thing. Before we begin, push your chair in, shoulders back, elbow on the desk. Make sure you know the difference between your left hand, the L for left. If you're left-handed, you're turning your paper towards the right. If you're right-handed like me, you're turning your paper towards the right. The more you turn your paper, the more slant you have in your letters, and that is the goal. All of our letters should be slanted towards the right. Okay, what was I going to say? Okay, make sure you're holding your pencil properly. Your middle finger will eventually have a big indent in it from writing properly. Your middle finger holds it on top, and your thumb is actually pushing it into that finger, and then you're going to push it down towards there, and then you're going to use this part of your hand to just slide across the paper. Yep, okay. I am not going to use a pencil. Oh, by the way, would you do me a favor and sharpen your pencil? When you write in cursive and you have a really dull pencil, it just doesn't look nice, okay? So we're being a little bit of a pencil snob here. Make sure you've got a nice, by the way, I always keep one of these, and I love it because all the shavings are in the inside, and then I can empty it later. And I just always have the nicest sharp point on my pencil. But I'm going to be using this because I want it to show up really well for you. So, you know in swimming, how there's strokes, you know, we have freestyle stroke, and we have the breaststroke, and we have the backstroke, right? In cursive, we also have strokes. And we're not using a whole arm, we're just using our wrist and our hand. And there are several strokes that our hand uses to make cursive letters. If you remember correctly, the last time that I had lesson 1 on here, I told you that some of our letters were going to start at the grass line and we're going to go up. And we said that when we print, we always start our letters at the top. Right, well, the first lesson that we're doing, we are actually starting our letters at the grass line and moving up. Let's recall the names of our lines. We have our cloud line, our plane line, our grass line, and our worm line. Go ahead and make a dot right here on your worksheet. By the way, go get the worksheet from your teacher. I should have told you that first. And go ahead and mark 2 little bubbles down there at the bottom just to remind yourself that you're starting at the grass line. And if you look here, this arrow says, you know, go this way. So we're going to start at the grass line and we're going to, I say swoop. It says curve. Bottom line swoop up, bottom line swoop up. Okay? We could say grass line swoop up, grass line swoop up. Now, get my pen so that you can see what I'm doing better. What we are doing here first is we're looking at these letters. I'm going to tell you what the letters are, and you need to decide, is that the stroke that each of these letters use? So for the letter A, do we start at the grass line and swoop up? No! So we're not going to circle it, because the directions say to circle each letter whose beginning stroke curves up. What about C? Do we start here and swoop up? No, leave it alone. What about E? Do we start here and swoop up? Yes, we do. So we're going to circle that letter and say, yes, we start at the grass line and swoop up. O, do we start here and swoop up? No. This is the letter R. Do we start here and swoop up? Yes. This is the lowercase letter S. Do we start at the bottom at the grass line and swoop up? Yes. Circle it. This is capital letter I. Do we start at the bottom and swoop up? No, we don't. Okay, what I want you to do is I want you to complete this, and we'll go over. I'm going to tell you what the letters are, but I'm not going to circle them yet. I want to see if you can figure out if that's the first stroke. And then I'll tell you the answers afterwards. Okay, this is the letter G. Do we circle it? Q, P, U, W. I want you to notice how U and W look very similar, except for W has a tail. This is the letter B. Ugh, L. My bad. Excuse me. I was pointing at this one and looking at this one. This is the letter L. This is the letter B. Notice how similar they are? The only difference is that B has a tail. D, F, H, and K. Now, which ones start at the grass line and swoop up? P, U, W, L, B, F, H, and K. So many of our letters in cursive begin at the grass line and curve up or swoop up, unlike print. Okay, the next thing that we're doing is we're just practicing that curve. The last time in lesson 1 we were just making lines that look like this. Notice that these are not like that. These are curved. So we're going to put a dot right here and a dot right here. And we're going to show that we're starting at the grass line and we're curving that up. Alrighty? So you're going to make 5 that are only going to the plane line and 5 that go all the way up to the cloud line. Go ahead and just trace over them. Remember, you should not be pressing so hard that it's killing your hand. And are you holding your pencil properly? After you're done, I'd like for you to make 10 starting at the grass line and going up to the plane line. Make sure they're curved and tilted towards the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now notice they're not perfect, and that's okay. You're going to hear me say that all the time. They don't have to be perfect. And here, do 10 going all the way up to the cloud line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. The next thing we're doing is we're just proving that the letters that we circled start with that stroke. So we said that letter E starts at the grass line and curves up. And look, you'll see that when we look closely at this, the gray part shows that that is how we started. So we're just going to trace over that first stroke of each of these letters. Why don't you say the letters as you're going over them, like E, I, J, P, R, S, U, W, B, these go all the way up, F, H, K, L, and T. Okay, after we're finished there, the next thing we are doing is we are just continuing that stroke. You're making 10 of the small ones and 10 of the large ones. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 10 of the large ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Boys and girls, that is our lesson for today. We have finished. Lesson number 2 in Cursive 101 with Mrs. J's. It has been fun working with you, and I will see you at lesson 3.